everybody. This is Adrienne with Yoga for Migraine. If this time of year with all the trees and flowers blooming is just sending you straight to the kleenex box with allergies or sinus trouble, I've got a great yoga practice for you. So this yoga practice is great if you are dealing with sinus headaches. Often too, if you just have spring allergies, this can exacerbate our migraine symptoms by just throwing our nervous system off. So the more that we can calm our nervous system and also help deal with some of the congestion through the head, this can all help to ease our symptoms. So great to have you with us, and it's always great to see who's joining us. So if you're with me live, hashtag live, where are you joining from? Are you dealing with sinus headache or allergies at this time of year? Does that make a difference for your migraine symptoms? And if you're in the replay, right, hashtag replay, and we'd love to see who's here. And before we jump in, it is helpful for today if you do have a soft block. If not, we can make do, but go ahead and find one and we will get going. This Sunday, I'm also going to be announcing a new coaching program that will run for a limited time from May 30th to June 30th. It is a great starter coaching program. It's a shorter version of my full-length Beyond Migraine program, and it is a fantastic way if you are more limited in money and time to get full support from me to help you create that foundation of a daily yoga practice, self-care, and pain reprocessing therapy to help you start to ease those migraine symptoms and you can enjoy the rest of your summer. All right, folks, let's get started for yoga for sinus headache relief. So sitting anywhere you like, on a cushion, chair, a folded blanket. Let's lift shoulders up and then roll back and down. And then if you would like, you can either close your eyes or just pick one point to gaze at ahead of you. And coming to this moment, becoming aware of your breath, which definitely can be effective when you're dealing with sinus, allergies, colds. So observing where you can breathe easily, where in the body it's a little harder to breathe. Does one nostril seem more fluid than the other, or was one side more blocked up? Are you able to breathe through your nostrils? Do you feel your breath more in your chest or belly? And then opening the eyes once more. And we'll do some face massage, self-massage. So good for everything, but especially when you're dealing with sinus headaches. So we'll start by just brushing the forehead gently with the fingers. You don't need to add a lot of pressure. And then using two fingers to circle around your eyebrows, around the eyes. You can even use those two fingers to tap a bit through the sinus, on top of the nose. Let's rub the temples a bit. And then if you'd like, you can use your fingers to just go in through the scalp. Depending on how you're feeling, sometimes this can feel too intense if you're dealing with allodynia, but if it feels good, give your scalp a massage. One of my favorite things to do as well is to actually pull my hair slightly. I grab the hair and just give it a little tug. And you are using your comfort as a guide. You want to do what feels good. Perhaps rubbing down the neck with the fingers and hands. Giving your upper body some squeezes here. Coming down the arm. Other side. It's easy to underestimate the power of touch, even self-touch. So doing these quick little massages, rubbing your hands. These are so good for you. And then let's let the warmth of the hands rest over the eyes, soothing the sinus, forehead, and eyes. And let it go. I want to teach you a pranayama breath practice called Brahmari breath, which is like a buzzing bee breath. And you can do this with a certain hand mudra, which I'll show you, or you can just leave your hands down. But the idea with this is that we're, on our exhale, going to be making a buzzing sound like a bee, like this. And this helps to kind of shake things up, the vibration through the sinus, but it also really helps to focus the mind if you're dealing with anxiety. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see what I'm going to do with my hands and how I'm going to work this mudra. Okay, here we go. So this is called Shamukhi mudra. Helmet, it's like a helmet. And you start by pressing your thumb on that little cartilage near your ear. We're going to be doing this on both sides of the face, but I'll just show you with one side. So that cartilage is pressed, pinky rests on like the corner of your mouth, ring finger just a hair away from the nostril. The middle finger is resting on the eyelid, not pressing though, and then the index finger is just like resting on your eyebrows. If you need to take a peek, you can. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So thumb to the ear cartilage, pinky to the corner of the mouth, ring finger outside the nostril, middle finger to the eye, and index finger on top. All right, let's make some noise here. Take a breath in and buzz it out. Inhale through the nose. Buzz. Last one. Good. If your hands are on the face, let that relax. Just feel into the after effects of all that buzzing. When you're ready, eyes open. So if you've got the block, grab that, and if not, you can do something similar just with your head on the floor. But there's a pressure point in Chinese medicine, the yin tang point, which is kind of like this third eye area in between the brow. We're going to give that a little massage with the edge of the block. And if you have like a harder block, you can put a blanket on top. This is not so intense that it's painful, but it's a massage where you'll make circles with that area to help relieve sinus pressure. So it's kind of like coming into child's pose. You'll take that block right under that third eye, and the edge comes to the third eye. I know it's a little tricky to see what I'm doing, but once you've got your head there, you can start to draw tiny circles with your nose, feeling a massage through the center between the brows. And rotate your nose the other direction. Maybe gently rock the head side to side a bit. If you find a little pressure point that feels good, that you want to hang out in, you can add a little bit of massage to one point. And then let's come on up. You can move that to the side now. And we're going to come down to the floor for some cobras. So take yourself down onto the belly, hands underneath the shoulders. We'll practice rolling up and down into cobra. So pressing the tops of the feet. Inhale, just lift the head. You don't have to go any amount higher. We're just going to get there gradually. And then exhale, let the head come back down to the ground. Inhale, press the feet down. Lift maybe slightly higher, lifting the heart off the ground. And then exhale down. Pressing the feet. Inhale, you can go up, down. Maybe you come a little higher, so you're engaging your arms now. Elbows are bent. Shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready, unfurl back down. And do two more at your own pace. Inhaling your way up. If you're coming higher, draw those shoulders away from the ears, neck long. Exhale on your way down. And let's do one more. And we'll stay a couple breaths. Open heart, wide shoulders, breathing. Exhale, take it down. Let's turn the head to one side. Let your arms rest. Now let's slide into Sphinx pose. So your head will come back to center and then elbows slide under the shoulders. Hands out parallel to begin. Let your shoulders actually lift up to the ears. Just like give yourself a chance to be totally slouchy and let your head go. And then come back up like a Sphinx, the pyramids here. Shoulders are down, your heart coming through your arms, your chin level with the earth. Adjustments you can make here to intensify this. You can straighten the arms to lessen this in the low back. You can draw your elbows forward more or even take them a little bit wider, maybe even legs wider. We'll spend some time here. This is a yin pose, so Cobra, Bhujangasana, more of a traditional Hatha yoga pose. And in yin yoga, often we'll spend a little longer in the pose with less effort. It's more passive. So we're using time to deepen the pose. Connecting to your breath, feeling where you're experiencing the movement of the breath in the body. Maybe you can feel it through the low back. And to get a little more stretch through the neck, look over the right shoulder. Maybe you can see your back leg. Come back to center. And now gaze over the opposite shoulder. Maybe you can see your back legs. Inhale, head center. Other side, looking over the shoulder. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, left. And back to center. And now let's unwind. You can let your arms rest down, maybe look the other direction now. All right, press yourself back up now. We're now going to come back into another pranayama called alternate nostril breath, Nadi Shodhana. So come back to a seat. When dealing with sinus and allergies, pranayama practices are a great tool. So for this practice, we're going to practice breathing in and out one side of the nostril and changing sides. If you're really congested, one side might be a little bit harder, so you might grab some tissues, clear your nose before you go as best you can. And then let's take the two peace fingers of the right hand to that third eye, pressure point again. And then your thumb will be closing the right nostril and your ring finger will be closing the left nostril. So let's exhale out both nostrils to begin. Close the right side, inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Good, that was round one. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. One more round. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. And out the left. Lower your hand. Notice if anything cleared, if your nostrils feel a little bit more balanced. And then we'll come back to this idea of massage using the block. And if you don't have a block, you might get a real fat book and put a blanket on top. But this is handy for what we'll do next, which is to massage this occipital ridge at the back of the neck, which for many people living with headache and migraine can get very sensitive. So for this, we'll use the edge of the block to massage that area. So laying down, knees up, imagine this as your pillow and you've got your block at like medium height. And to get the right position, move your hair out of the way and then get the edge of the block just at that, right under that bony, very bottom bony part of the skull. So the block's not on your neck at all, just that very bottom occipital ridge of your skull. And just resting here can feel nice. You get a slight tractioning through the neck. And anytime, feel free to breathe out the mouth, releasing tension. And now turn your nose to the right. So you're gently tilting the head. And now we're going to come halfway back to center. And as you find your halfway mark, you might find like a little sensitive band of muscle, pressure points. And from there, we'll do some massaging, that idea of circling your nose, tiny little circles with your nose, feeling the massage through that lower part of the skull where it meets the neck. And then turn your nose the other direction. And then from this halfway mark, we're going to go halfway back to center again. Not all the way center. Maybe you can find another little tender area and make your nose circles. Other direction. And then draw your nose back to center, so you're back to neutral. Check out how the right side of the neck feels different from the left. And now tilt your head all the way to the left as far as it will comfortably go without force. And breathe here. Now, from where you're at now, we're going to move back to center halfway. And you might find a nice little rope of muscle, and that's where we'll massage. Small circles with the nose. Massaging out the back of the neck. Other direction with the nose. And rest, breathe. And then from where you are now, move back to center halfway again. Just finding where's a little tender area that feels good to massage. And let's go there. A few circles one way with the nose. And another way. And return your head back to center. To come out, I like to have one hand on the block, the other hand is going to support my head as I remove the block and lower back down. And wiggle your head side to side a bit. Feel into everything you just did. Maybe you feel a little more heat or blood flow. Maybe it feels less tense through the neck. And it's time from here to come into Shavasana now. So extend one leg out at a time. If there's any other moves or twists you want to do before laying down, go for it. And let's take a breath in through the nose. Hold it and sigh it out the mouth. Take a breath in through the nose. Out the mouth. One more. Now let your limbs droop, let yourself go, spread out, melt into the floor. Let yourself come into receiving and being here. you'd like to stay here longer, please do. If you'd like to move on, and some movement into the fingers and toes. And let's rub the hands together again, bringing in some heat to the hands. And then bring your hand over the eyes. If there's any massage you'd like to do one last time with the face or scalp, go for it. And then bend one knee at a time. Roll to your side. Push on up. Taking hands to your heart. Connecting to one thing that you are grateful for. And down to you. Thank you for being here. I hope this gave a little bit more ease, whether you're dealing with headache, migraine, sinus, or allergies. And know that with all of these practices, it's a cumulative preventative effect that definitely takes time, but often in the moment we can feel a little bit more ease, breathe a little easier just from taking 20 minutes. If you've enjoyed this practice, I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you have questions, feel free to drop a note. And if you're interested in hearing more about my starter coaching program starting May 30th, send a little heart in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thank you, everybody. See you next time.